Hello all and welcome to the 2014 Basketball Championship Highlight Show. First game featured the 17 seed Mullet Mafia wearing gray and the 10 seed Fiji Coed wearing purple. Mafia would jump out to a 12-5 advantage early, and Fiji Coed would score the next 10 points to take a 15-12 lead. The halftime score was 20-16. Mullet Mafia on top with the small advantage. The second half belonged all to Fiji Coed, who would bring home the t-shirts. Fiji outscored the Mafia 30-15 in the second half to win by a final of 46-35. Pete Reed and Andrew Garrett had 10 points for Fiji Coed, and Nick Bartlett added 9 points and 9 rebounds. Next game of the night was the Men's Open Black League final between the Money Team and the defending champions, the Sharpshooters. Sharpshooters tied the game early with this elbow jumper. The first half contained good defense from both teams, as we can see in this giant swat midway through the first half. Sharpshooters Odom drives middle, met by Money Team player, offensive foul. Nice charge. Ball movement by the Money Team leads to an easy layup. Your halftime score, Sharpshooters 20, Money Team 17. Early second half, the Money Team takes a 25-24 lead on the steal and run out. The Sharpshooters come right down the court on the ensuing possession and stick a three to take the 27-25 lead. They didn't look back from there. Sharpshooters would repeat as Men's Open Black champions, with the final score being 52-45. Patrick Beatty led the way for the Money Team with 18 points. And your MVP was the Sharpshooters' Brent Odom with 14 points, 6 rebounds, and a steal. The Men's Open Gold Championship featured the underdog number 21 seed, the Goon Squad, who had upset the number 1 seed 2 days before to advance to the final, and the number 2 seed, White House. Spencer Allman drives to the rack, gets fouled, puts it in. Austin Hankey played very well in the first half of the Goon Squad. You see him here hitting this three. Brian Grown driving left for the Goon Squad. Jump stops, puts it in. House had a 1-point advantage with 54 seconds left, and the Goon Squad had to play the foul game. White House would hang on to win 58-50. Alex Lipinski led the way for the Goon Squad, hitting 4 3-pointers, ending with 16 points. Spencer Allman had 17 points for White House and was dominant all night. MVP was Damon Wall from White House with 17 points and hitting 7 free throws down the stretch to seal the deal. The second night at Mackey started with the Fraternity Gold Championship game, highlighting Lambda Chi Alpha B wearing black against the number 2 Sigma Tau Gamma. Tau took an early 16-7 lead and never looked back. Tyler Williams, who knocks down this deep three, would end up with a double-double, 15 points and 12 rebounds. Lambda Chi's Cade Connor dribbles left. Nice little spin. Pull-up jumper at the elbow is good. The first half was dominated by Sigma Tau, who hits this buzzer beater at the end of the first half to go up 27-15. Sigma Tau's Taylor Pukraka got hot in the second half and would end with 19 points and be named the game's MVP. Sigma Tau Gamma would take home your fraternity gold crown, with final score being 55-43. Your 2014 sorority championship game highlighted the number 5 seed Chi Omega and then the number 3 seeded Phi Mu. Chi Omega scored the first 8 points of the ball game, but after a timeout, Phi Mu came out energized, ending the half on a 5-0 run, including this three late in the first half. Your halftime score is Chi Omega 8, Phi Mu 5. Coed would go on to dominate the second half and go on to win by a score of 29-16 over FIMU. Congratulations, ladies. The next game was a fraternity black championship against SAE Phi and Sigma Chi A. There was a lot of defense played in the first half. As you can see, SAE's Christian Young says bye-bye. Sigma Chi with a nice baseline drive and finish for 2. Pick up with about 10 seconds left in the first half. SAE down 2. Miss the 3, get the rebound, kick it back out to Christian Young, who knocks down the buzzer beater. This would give SAE the 18-17 halftime lead. SAE was just too much for Sigma Chi to handle in the second half. We can see this nice baseline cut and finish for SAE. SAE's Christian C.Y. Young hits this nice pull-up jumper from the elbow. SAE would win by a final of 49-35. Christian C.Y. Young won the MVP for SAE, leading the team with 19 points, 10 of them being from the free throw line. In the last game of night 2 at Mackey, we had the Women's Open Championship featuring Ooh Killam and Smoking Aces in a rematch from the All-Campus Basketball Championship. Smoking Aces gets the rebound in this shot, passes it out to Diane Silberberg, who knocks down the 3. Both teams shot a lot of threes here, as you can see Ooh Killam taking a nice step back 3 and knocking it down. Your halftime score would end up being 19-15, Smoking Aces on top, and they wouldn't look back from there. They ended up winning the Women's Open Championship by a score of 41-31. Amber Johnson from Smoking Aces was the game's MVP with 15 points and 2 rebounds. The first game of night 3 in Mackey Arena started with a grad faculty staff game between Hoop Dreams 2 and Team Craner. More than half of Team Craner's team was on spring break, and they only could field 4 players in tonight's ballgame. The first half was dominated by Hoop Dreams, who torched the 2-2 zone played by Team Craner. It was tough for the undermanned Team Craner to get back on B, as we can see in this fast break. Who beat the undermanned Team Craner by a score of 45-28. James Wadika sank 4 3-pointers for Hoop Dreams, and Stephen Lee scored 12 points. Matthew Brower grabbed 9 boards in the win. The final game in the final night of action in Mackey Arena was the Res Hall Championship between last year's runner-up, Unmerited Favor, and Pound Town. We see Northridge High School product Gavin Bliley drive right and bank off the backboard for 2. Pound Town with a nice drive middle, pretty kiss off the glass. Unmerited Favors Patrick Obras gets the nice scoop and the roll. It was a first half offensive clinic for Unmerited Favors, scoring 41 points and leading by 18 at the break. Pound Town would score 30 points in the second half, including this Justin Opperman tray. But it wasn't enough for Pound Town. Unmerited Favor would win easily 70-53, avenging last year's second place finish. Matthew Clausen led the way for Unmerited Favor with 24 points and 6 rebounds. From all of us here at Intramural Sports, thank you for watching. I'm Daniel Seitz saying thank you and boiler up.